Okay, everyone, welcome. Hopefully, the pounding noise has stopped. I don't want to say it, but I hope it is. Let's continue working on Vecna. All right, today, I hope we'll get to color a little bit. There are a few things I want to fix first. But thankfully, I got to, hey, student 17 from YouTube, hello. I got to add always on top to my OBS, so I will not be so constantly confused as I was before. Hopefully, we'll see. It's beautiful. Thank you, student 17. Let's see if we can fix things up a little bit. Now this needs to go. Not that much, maybe just a little more, and this as well. Probably work. Actually, since I like where it is, I'm just going to duplicate it and work with the new one. Introduce destructive changes. So there is a little bit of that underneath. Keep. And that's going to be part of, I don't know, some kind of armor. Maybe it's Vecna himself. Something spiky going on in the back. But I do want to catch that a little bit. Something like this. It's on the other side. Maybe I'm just going to do it with symmetry on. Let's see. This one was, I don't know, it had something I really liked. Something like that, maybe? It doesn't really represent anything, it's just spiky stuff. So, I need correction later, but for now. That. I'll be fixing the muscles here. So a little bit. Let's add some, I don't know, bracelet or something. Bracers. Very skinny arm, but do something, maybe something like that, like a band, metal band or something. Yeah, I don't know, some sort of decoration, something like this, maybe? How about that? Something simple for now. This is part of an armor, I guess. Or maybe it's his shoulder blades sticking out in the back. Nah. Yes, here. Just gotta leave the armpit start. I don't have a plan. That's a problem. Jeez. On my time tracker. Hopefully I didn't make it crash. Okay, let's keep something like that maybe. I do want the lines to be visible at this stage. I'm gonna do some little by little. As for here, I'm going to use the reference because I want to add a little bit of that. Okay. So something, I could use I think I have a chain brush I got from Trent Canuga from one of his workshops that I bought in Gumroad. I do have this type of chain maybe. So you said basically little, let's see. It's gonna be something like without pressure sensitivity, something a little bigger maybe. Not 100% convinced. No, because they're not seen in perspective. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. Tiny bit of. I'm using pure black. Pure black is still black. Oh, okay. So I learned that Vecna has a dagger. So I could add a dagger, some sort of dagger here, and let's see. He's got this completely destroyed. Where's the pelvis? We have the pelvis, pelvic bones here, something like that. And then all these weird muscles attaching, but he's got some drapery going on here. Completely broken drapery. Now, okay. Yeah, here I'm just gonna add some medallions of sort. Just simple stuff, golden things like one of the original Vecnas. The dagger, well, it makes sense that he uses the right hand for the dagger because the only hand he has. So let's put it here. Let's see. Something like that. Go even deeper. Dagger. Oh, I forgot Lazy Nizumi again. To Photoshop. Better. Hopefully. Something like that here. Okay, let's get this damn dagger. Let's see. I don't want it to be a prominent thing, so it's gonna have a very simple design, I guess. Something May not even be seen. Fairly short, but I want it to feel demonic, so I want to give it a very sharp point. Something like this works, I guess. Might have some little indentations for the grip. Something like this, maybe. Speed up the pace a little bit, otherwise I don't think we'll be able to get the color. Ideally, I should be done with this by the end of the week. Very ideally. It's very much idealistic at this point. I don't really use this workflow as often as I should, but I would like to. Sure. Okay. Let's do something like that for now. So with this, so what do we have? Let me just disable that for a second. This. Is it? Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. This half broken skirt. It's not a skirt, it's just a drape here. So let me do it. I'll do it not broken first. And then I'll break it. Back a little bit. Something like this. That one goes into the back. Maybe, excuse me, goes out this way. No, this is okay, so zoom in. Really change the dynamics of the piece of cloth, but doesn't matter. As long as I know more or less where it's going. I came across, I don't know if I already mentioned this in one of the previous streams, but I came across a Reddit post the other day, and a user was asking, oh, can you give me a super quick cheat on how to draw folds on drapery. It was on drapery. It was on a shirt. Because I looked for several hours and I didn't find anything. I was like, well, that's not even close to being enough. It takes a long time to learn drapery. A long time. And you can try to cheat a little bit if you wanted. You can use photo bashing and you can trace on top of over the photo, but it's not gonna feel the same. It's definitely not going to feel the same, because you need to know where the tension points go to draw a decent drapery. And if you just try to wing it like that, you don't learn. You can't learn. So it's pretty much useless to ask that. I might have done the same thing when yeah, it takes a long time. Student 17 says long time. It takes a really long time to draw a decent drapery. Mine is not even decent for my standards. I'm not happy with my drapery skills. I'm trying to improve them, but with every drawing, it's just hard. The best thing you can do is just take a photo of a real piece of cloth in that same pose and then use that. But if it's something like a cape when you don't have it, you can take a blanket, you can try with that. It's still gonna be difficult. So the best thing you can do is just sit down and learn tension points and how drapery works. Because otherwise you're out of luck. I mean, you really need to learn drapery well to draw it well. I always recommend studying even sculptures for photo, because those are usually well designed, well done. You gotta be able to tell where something starts, where something ends, basically. That you could have some sort of not decorations for now, otherwise it gets too complicated. This one was yet another piece of cloth. Need a little more stringy stuff here, and more medallions and bells. So it's kind of good stuff. It's just random garbage at that point. And this is going to be darker here. It's going to be darker on the side here. Darker in the back. Darker here. Darker. Well, these are not going to be dark because they need to be jewels of some kind. I don't have an exact plan for these, and you can probably tell. And I should have a plan, but I don't. Which is fine for now. Eventually I will have to figure out what to do with that, because if I zoom in 100%, yeah, not good. Let's give me interweaving here. Maybe something like that. we had other stuff here, and it could be dangling from chains or something. Could be some, I don't know, rings or forms maybe, something like that. Like a shaman. Although he's not exactly a shaman, I think, as far as I know. He was a wizard. Used to be, but they make for a lich feel of sorts. So I'm gonna keep them. This is the tangent, and we do not want tangents. So let's get rid of that. Here, broken here. Yeah, this is not, definitely not 101 drapery drawing. Definitely not. I might actually make a video see if you improve my own, or maybe we can work on drapery together in a stream. Good. We have a lot of stuff going on here. And Ripper usually does take me a bit more time to do, and let's leave it at that for now. Welcome, Chase. I don't know about drawing, but it can tell your 3D modeling draper isn't fun. They can tell you 3D modeling draper isn't fun either. Yeah. I don't know so much about fun. I guess it gets funnier when you are better. That's something Jeff Watts used to tell me. Or used to say in general, like, well, maybe you're not enjoying it because it's not... because you're not good at it. Nobody likes to suck at things. So it does get better. Drawing is more fun now that I'm just a little better than I used to be. Or considerably better, I would say. So I should probably... yeah, I don't know about the legs. I want to leave them skeletal. This for now. But I need to pull out my reference because I don't remember the correct anatomy for the feet. I'm gonna butcher it. It's gonna look awful. Let's see. I do know the bones pretty decently until this point, until the end of the tibia. Then it does become a little more confused for me. A little more into confusion territory. They definitely have something like that. And I know there is a bone that's like this, but hold on. So I need to, let's see, where did I save it now? I should have a 3D model of the foot that I can use. I hope I do. Otherwise I gotta look it up. Because feet are not easy. So I think I have it on my drive. Let's see, you can't see any of this, of course, so pretend I'm doing something. I should have done this before. I thought the reference I had was enough, but it's clearly not. I took the Proco course some time ago, but I don't think the feet were on yet, so I don't have 3D actually. Okay, you know what? Let me open up some little web browser page. So footworks. Let's see here. Okay. What would be good? I could go on Sketchfab. They do have 3D models there, I'm pretty sure. But this is enough, probably. Oh, this one. This one's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the what? Right foot. So I'm gonna have to turn it the other way just a little bit. I am regretting trying to draw feet. The feet. I am regretting it so badly now, to the point that I might just want to cover it up with a cape over the skirt. But no, I will not. Maybe. Probably. So this is seen. This is the back actually. So the back should be something like that. Not here, there, here. It's that bone, metatarsals. I actually broke one of them some years ago when I was doing parkour. That was not fun. Because it was summer, I had to keep this, what's it called? Thing wrapping my whole leg. Well, the bottom part of the leg. To the knee. It was not fun. And that day I decided not to do parkour again. It was just not worth it. I was not even good at it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a curve, although it's gonna look too stiff. It's basically the same drill as with the others. You know what? Maybe I can just... I can have some muscles there, but not all. So this is gonna be pointing downwards because of perspective. These are tiny, tiny annoying bones. I think I'm a little more. Okay, it's gonna be like chin time, I guess. The big toe is like the thumb, so it's got one phalange less compared to the other toes. Smash them all together like this a little bit so that not as visible. Something like this. This should be that purpose actually goes this direction. Goes here. This is on top. I'm not even sure I got it right, but let's pretend it is. See why you should always study anatomy? Always, not like me skipping human anatomy. Because this is a monster, but it's a humanoid, human monster, so hands I've gotten a little better at. Feet, not quite as much. Feet bones, not at all. It's okay. Nobody's gonna look there, hopefully. Should they? Maybe we can write a little text saying, please do not look here. Although that's technically gonna make them look there. Okay, yeah, something approximated like that should work. Also, because I don't think the one in the original Vecna is better. Okay, these feet are definitely too large. Tibia is too long. Tibia and fibula. Wait a second. Let me measure it out. Oops. So tibia should be as long as the here. Well, not exactly, but it should be halfway. Like the knee should be kind of halfway. Let's bring them up. Bring them up a little bit. Way too. Okay, something like this could work. The foot is too large, right? Let's see, compared to it. Yeah, okay. That works. And for the other, it's gonna be seen a little more from the front. I could just duplicate that, but I think it's too much cheating at that point. So let's not do it. Let me quickly check if the chat is not stuck here nor here. Apparently not. Okay. Oh, this was stuck. Okay. Right, tibia, fibula. You know what? I should be seeing a little more of this. Obviously, oops. Something like that. I hope that's where it starts. Check the skeleton again. Yeah, no, I was right before. This should be a little larger in the head of the fibula. Gonna nestle into this. And then go lower here. Never I thought I would be drawing feet, skeletal feet, or bones of the feet in this live stream, but it's fine. This is seen a little more from the front, so it's good. The tibia's got a little bit of a curve to it, and it should taper ever so slightly. Stick it a little thicker, something like that. I mean, he's there. It's fine. This is seen more from the front. Let me flip this to make my life a little easier. And after this, we can probably get a little bit of color in the cape and the skulls. So we'll see. Some other metatarsals. Canius. Do I want it to be there though? I want it to be in the back. like the exact back, so it's not going to be visible. Two, three, four. I'm missing one. It's going to be here. Oh no. I drew on the still got pretty large feet, but I'm gonna size them down a little bit. This one is going to be something like that. Man, this is horrible. This is definitely bad. Let me do it over. Okay. Give it the shape first, or make it smaller first. This is somewhere here. You know what? I will be lazy. I'll just take the other foot, duplicate flip, and add just enough difference so that it doesn't feel too pasted on it. That is cheating. Doesn't matter. I mean, why not? I'm using digital. Better take advantage of it. This, I can make this just a tad longer. So the other foot is not going to be visible from there. It's going to be a little more prominent. That. And the leg needs to be, so. You know what, let's make it higher. Make the other higher, let me see. The other could be a little higher maybe, as if he's got to lift it up just a tiny bit, something like that. Here, also known as kneecap. This is not intended to be an anatomy lesson, obviously, because my skeleton drawing skills are pretty miserable. So I just want it to be clean enough that I can first add some colors and then keep painting on it. I can fix some things with when I'm doing the color face, but I would rather not hit out extremely visible issues. I will refine edges and all this stuff, obviously, but these are major concerning things. Okay, let me zoom out and remove this. Yeah, that's fine. I do want... was it Bridgman? See, I wish I studied this a little better beforehand. I did, actually, I did. I just forgot. Let me get some more reference. Okay, I don't want to add all of the tendons, but I want to add some. Oops. No. Some of the tendons need to be here. And bones need to be just slightly darker so that I can call it and multiply. Yeah, I'm gonna, Okay, so I have a bit of a problem here because the leg is technically coming out of here, going here, straight. But because I have this draper, it's looking strange, so I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, something like that. Emphasize the fact that I have one that goes here, and I have two, and I have three. Okay, something like that probably works. Yeah. Hopefully nobody's gonna notice that. I mean, I'm saying it. I should be saying it. I'm sabotaging myself. Let's add some things here. Something maybe floating. I can fix all this stuff. Some sort of rosary. Vein of some sort. Oh no, no, we have it on the other side, but not to. Okay, let's add let's add in this not so good looking tape. Oh, you know what, actually, before that, I do want to add that little bit of extra something to the knees. Otherwise, it's really too much. So we have to add just some muscles. Something like that. I remember my mentor, a guest, saying, I think it's one of the anatomy lessons on the Watchtower, the on-demand ones. He was saying, in general, you do not need to worry about internal anatomy in terms of muscles. But then he said he does horror stuff, so he draws skeletons as well. So he's got to know that, because sometimes, you know, they are this way. And now I do understand what he meant. I do understand that now. Can't wait when it's colored. I'm imagining it as a Dark Souls boss, but with the carnage from Venom. Yeah. That's Student 17 from YouTube. I don't know. I haven't decided the colors yet. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do, again, proper color comps. I might. We'll see. Technically, there should be a muscle coming down here. I don't want to add too much stuff. I'm going to add, instead, I'm going to add something like a ring. Okay, can't wait. Yeah. Hopefully it's not going to be disappointing. I'm sorry if it is. Because again, my coloring skills are definitely not as good as the drawing skills. But that's something to say, because my drawing skills are not super good either. But we'll do our best. So let's add this in. What I'm going to do later is basically carve away from it with some white. It's going to be like this. I am going to leave it a little dirtier. Then remove the mess. Let's do something like that. This goes up here. More broken stuff. There's a lot to say about the drapery of this thing that's completely not realistic. It's okay, I want to keep it this way. This is dangerously close to the hand. Okay. Get rid of that. Add this back. And this. Kind of looks like hair at this point. It's really not. It's more of a shape, really. It's more of a figure shape. Right. This in. So that it is in fact darker. And chip away at it. I probably want this to be the darkest here. And now it's looking all blotchy and dirty, but since I'm going to color pick soon, it's gonna look way better. Maybe not way better, but somewhat better. Better than a sketch, at least. So this can actually be, you know, it's darker or lighter. It can be a dark gray or something. This part's kind of looking like a marker drawing of some kind. It's obviously not going to look prettiest. But if I don't lift, as you can see, if I don't lift my stylus, the tone is way more uniform. than when I do lift it. See, I lifted it now, and now it's going to add to it. The scapular has to be slightly less dark. This part here is probably going to be the darkest, definitely. Definitely. So something very convincing goodbye. Okay. Alright, this is still. So the light is going to come from the book, but I do want it to have some global lighting. So this cannot be like that at all. This cannot be like that. It needs to have some sort of beginning. Hold on. Like the bone here. I'm not gonna leave the bones white. It's gonna have a little more of a brownish, yellowish tint, I believe. Maybe I want to add some rolls attaching here. Hopefully I can undo until they're gone. Yes, I could. The gold is going to have a little more shine. Now I'm starting to add slightly more tone. Not 100%, obviously, because I don't want there to be 100% tone for now. Somewhat. So, the main part is done. Let's get rid of this foot and turn back on the skulls, which are now covered, obviously. So I'm gonna have to do it in 2 stages. So this will have to be white. I have a lot of skulls from various angles that I am going to use on my other screen. Let's see if we can take a screenshot of that so I can put it here. All right, these ones. I am going to make good use of that. So this needs to be a fairly ghostly ether. It is going to be lighter. I'm thinking of the environment. I'm not sure. Maybe I should already color in the background and add some. I want to add some tone to it so that I can have a better idea of what this is gonna look like. Oh, let's see. Do we have one that is facing that side? Could be. I could trace them to be quicker. I can draw skulls anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just that I'm gonna draw them. This is gonna be looking that direction. that. And the eyes are obviously, as I said, gonna be. Oh, it got stuck at last. Wow. Alright, okay, let's use another one now. It's missing a bit of the frontal bone. Something like that, and then we can have this. Looking down, or going down. Not really have that big of a deal. I drew tons and tons and tons of skulls during the years, so I'm pretty familiar with the shape. Fortunately. Just a little bit few. Something like that. You're all gonna be ghostly skulls. Something. This could probably be open like that. Should be okay for now. Also, because it doesn't matter, not all skulls are identical, so I wanted to. This is not correct, but I wanted to feel, or them to feel, like they're a little angry. This is. These are not exactly going to catch lighting because they are self-illuminating. This is going to be a little tricky. I don't think I've ever painted something that's self-illuminated. I'm going to have to test it out before I stream it. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely embarrassing to get it wrong. Yeah, we'll be lucky if we get to finish the skulls. I'm sorry, it's going just a little slower than I had envisioned, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna look very cool. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. What if it doesn't look cool? Round skulls is actually fun. I like it. Pretty self-contained shape. It's not complicated. It's very basic. As long as you know the planes. So, enjoy doing that. You might be thinking, hey, they're not good skulls. They will be. Will be better. Not incredibly better, just a little better. Yeah, this could use some work. Not too bad though. A little bit off. A little better here. Something like that maybe. So this goes down here, goes in the back, comes out. Teeth should be here. Something. Here, what do we have? And this needs to be in the front of that cape. So yeah, I think, let's see what happens if we add a, what's this? This is empty? This is empty, huh? I can use this. Let's see if I add a dark, or not black, background. Okay, obviously I've got the multiply there, so I'm gonna have to change that. Sorry, the white, so I have to change it to multiply. But if I do switch this and multiply, what do we get? This is not bad. And I'm gonna leave it white. I'm gonna leave it white. We need to be defined a little more. Yeah, because right now they're not visible at all. It's not a big deal, because it will be visible. Because another sort of streak or flow of light. I'm leaving the things in the back because I do want them to be slightly visible, so I'm going to be completely overpowered by that, or hidden by that. Something for this, looking very similar to that, so one could be looking up like that. Could be looking up to just be following the flow a little better. Let's see how good I am at drawing skulls from the bottom. Probably not very good. Oops. Yeah, sometimes the drivers are still messing it up. I am adding some structure to it every now and then because I need to know the planes or where the planes are. This would obviously be something like that. Maybe even bigger, actually. Do it at the bottom. It's going to look more something like this. Slightly into it. It's not a verbatim copy, but it's good enough for what it has to do. It's probably a little too large, actually. Let's erase this part. Okay, right here. One can be seen like that. And the last skull. Is it the last? No, we have another couple. Yeah, instead of doing that, I'm going to add layer. Yep, something like that is definitely better. Something like this. Way better. We should have some more baby skulls. Ah, I want to use that. This is gonna. It cannot be the same as the other. It's that. So it's gonna have to face towards. I had not intended to just draw skulls today, but it looks like that's more or less what we're gonna do. Because we're almost out of time. Maybe one of them can be broken. Or not. No, because they're not real skulls. Technically, they're just ghostly mean skulls. With an angry attitude. Again, this is not possible. Whenever you see a skull doing some kind of expression, that's not possible. Do something simplified. This could be a grandpa's skull. I don't know. I think it needs to be a little more open. Maybe just another person having a different type of skull. All part of the same whoosh. That is the magic coming out of the book. I don't quite like the expression this thing has though. So, now for that, I am going to clone this because I'm lazy at this point. I want to get this skull game finished. It is going to look different when I color it anyway, so it's fine. And for the last one, let's draw it. Oh no, let's use that one. What's this? You know what? I'm just going to trace it because I'm late. So I'm just going to trace it at this point. I'm still aware of the whole structure of the skull, obviously. Tracing is okay as long as you're able to draw the actual thing. There's a lot of skull during this design, yeah. I am abusing skulls. Or Vecna is. Technically, he is abusing skulls. So they're not complaining to me. It's him. It's him doing that. As you can see, I am familiar with the structure, so I can actually give it a little bit of volume. It's going to be a little better when I get rid of that. Okay. All right. Yay. So tomorrow, this time really hopefully we can get to some color, and I think we will. Because once I get to fix the face a little bit, the hands, we got most of it in, so we get some color and then start rendering the final, which is going to take, let's see, another 3 days, hopefully not more. So we should still have it by Saturday. If not, well, I'm going to continue on Monday, I guess, but hopefully. Probably, I'm relatively sure. I don't want to say something stupid because otherwise I'll be accountable. I will be held accountable. Okay. What were you thinking of doing after this one? Maybe that Kelpie monster, water horse. Not 100%. This is not bad looking. Bad looking. Although these two look really similar. They're not the same. They look the same. I'm gonna have to change it. I'm definitely gonna have to change that. Yeah, get rid of it. Let's do similar. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna add something else. All right. Yeah, we're gonna stop for today. Thanks everyone for watching. If there's anything you want to say about the stream, about how the creature monster is coming out, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you didn't do it yet,